Yeah.
Here's our
It's
new
not
resolution,
too big for the big.
26-20. A resolution to change the Board of Commissioners' regular scheduled meeting date from August 18th to August 25th, 2026. Whereas the West County Board of County Commissioners will hold regular monthly meetings on the third Tuesday of each month. And whereas the Board of County Commissioners desires to move the regularly scheduled, yeah, that's true, but the next whereas fixes that one. Move the regularly scheduled Board of Commissioners meeting from Tuesday, August 18th to Tuesday, August 25th, due to the 26th primary election being held on the same day as that meeting. So.
I'm manager, but somebody's missing, right?
Yes, he's missing. He's not there.
And I get it.
Stuff's
We're
here,
full-
everybody
We're
ready
full house.
to keep going again on credit card approval for VOCA, update on the board.
Okay. So I'll give you my little packet, so I'll update you on everything today. Packet for everybody, whether you want it or not, Tim, while they're hot. There you go.
Thank you.
You are welcome. I didn't know if you knew.
I would love it.
Okay.
Helps me with minutes. Thank you.
Okay, so if you don't mind,
Look at these.
if we can start on, last time I was asked to detail everything I needed for the program. And so the only one that has this approval sheet is Mr. Nathan, because of course I'll get the sign good. But this is in detail, each category, what's going to each category: emergency supplies, office supplies, furniture supplies, all together in the total. But then in your packet, you do have, I think it's about 12 to 16 pages of exactly what I'm going to order. And you can, self-explanatory, office supplies. I tried to get a lot of it here. I even went to the dollar stores to see if they would let us have an account there. And they have to talk to their DMs and get back to me, because it would be nice to shop local instead of, And so they're going to get back to me on that. So I'll let you guys know if they'll allow us to have an account. And that would be easier on everybody. So what I want to do is, we have same kits that I give to the hospital for sexually assaults, and mostly they're sweats. There's some shoes they can put on. There is bra, underwear, socks. Okay, and that's so because 9 times out of 10, I'm pretty sure they keep all their clothes. We have 4 SANE nurses here at our hospital. And so as soon as they're done with the exam, they can just have this over delivered to the hospital, and they can keep some on hand. Also, this is our emergency kit for displaced people that come to the office. We had 4 little kids last week, and then their mama. And so it's just got all the hygiene products in it. And then I put sweats if they need, underwear or socks, a big thing. I don't put flip-flops in every one of them, because of course they don't need that. And then I put a blanket, and then your hygiene kits. Okay, and there's a razor in there for men or women. So I just wanted you to see what part of this funding goes for. So it doesn't only go for our program, but it also goes for the hospital and the SANE exams. Newark also donates to us. And then here's the bag that I choose. I get these off of Amazon for $10 or less, the backpacks, and that way they can just take them with them and go. Okay, so half of that ordering stuff's in there. This is our mission statement, and I don't know if you guys have a copy. And so I thought I'd better give you a copy. This right here is our quarterly report. This is the newest one. The raw data, and then the prorated data that the state does. So you can see how many people we serve in like 3 months. So the county attorney's office, 12 to 15 a month. And then what we do for them, what we help with them. So there's the latest report. And then this is the award letter from the state on our federal funding and our state funding. I got funding from 3 different sources, 2 state, 1 federal. It's $68,494. This is the award letter I just got when I went to the conference, mandatory meeting on the 11th and 12th of May. I now, with you guys looking at it first, if you're okay with everything, I now have to send the state a budget of where this funding is going to go and a detailed narrative of what I need it for each of these 3 funding streams. When they get that, then they'll send back a contract. I will bring that back to you guys to look at and sign and approve. Okay, but I told you I'd keep you in every loop, every step I did. So this is what they're willing to give us.
If I saw a copy of that on my email, is there one?
On the back of the,
Oh,
yep, last page, sorry.
in your statistics, it appears that some of that stuff might be well needed.
I think last year just the victim witness program, not including the same exams, but served almost 140 to 150 victims and witnesses. And so it is needed. It is very needed, and we do help them. So each quarter I will give you that report. Because I'm sure it helps you to understand the program and everything about it.
I just wanted to reiterate what Stephanie is saying, that it's extremely traumatic when these women go in for a SANE exam, and everything has to be taken from them. And all of that has to go to evidence. So that kit goes to the state, and all of the clothing goes to evidence. And they don't get it back until that case is resolved. Mm-hmm. So they are leaving the hospital oftentimes in whatever is available. So having this, moving to this point is amazing. I've watched that from early on in the 80s when that was not an option. And so I'm excited to see what you're doing.
Oh, good.
That is very necessary.
Good.
So I assume that SANE is an acronym, so could you spell that out?
Sexual assault.
What's the
Nursing exam.
Nursing exam.
Yes, nursing exam. And that's all of the
Thank you.
all of the DNA, everything's taken
Right.
at that time.
And Cook County doesn't have them, and so sometimes they will send them here because we have 4 on staff now,
Which is unbelievable.
which is really
It is
unbelievable
unbelievable.
for a small community, which I'm excited about. And I went over there and gave Donalda information on the scholarship they can get, the grant, the money they have for SANE exams, and they can take advantage of it because the state got a grant. So hopefully they take advantage of the hospital to help them with training and things.
Because it's awful when you have a case like that and your SANE nurse is unavailable. You have to transport that victim who's already been victimized to another location. That is,
There's so much we don't know, isn't there?
So I'm going to try to enlighten you, and each step of the way or anything new I get, I will bring it here to you. Okay.
Yeah.
That's interesting what you just said, Marty, because years and years ago when I worked up here on the Hill, some of the medical staff up there started becoming the first SANE nurses down here. And so a lot of us staff up there, knowing about the clothes that they just explained to you, we would go and buy new sweatsuits and stuff like that and donate them to the hospital, so they had to have clothing to send those people home in. And that's kind of how we started. I didn't even, this is what it's led up to.
Yeah, it has.
To you, it's probably incredibly difficult to know the person? I mean, some of your sizes, are they different sizes, so you can have an idea what to grab to take or whatever?
Yeah, so I've got backpacks there, and I just pull them, whatever they need. I've got from small to 3X, 4X. And then I've got underwear, which you guys see, and feminine pads. A lot of them are on there monthly, and so I order that, and I pack them in here if they need that. So, yes, according to size, I'll just switch the bags.
It's a very traumatic experience.
Yeah,
I just have a question. Can these exams be done, like for situations of sexual assault over in Upton, could they be done at a clinic in Upton, or does the victim have to travel to Newcastle?
From what I understand, they are specialized nurses. They have to take the training. There is a lot involved. And if you want me to send you a video on what's involved with it, I can do that. The evidence they have to collect is, wow.
And it has to be done a very specific way.
Detailed, precisely.
It would be nice if Upton had them, but
Yeah,
Sure.
they have nurses at their new clinic.
Yeah.
So there was no reason you couldn't have the training.
right. And I gave them the information. There is a lot of money for sane exam nurses to train, and they can get it all free, and they can take advantage of those scholarships.
Okay, thank you.
Smith.
The only question that I have, and it's on the fiduciary because that's what we do. I'm grateful that you do, that we don't have to. What you do, and we don't have to. We just have to do the financial stuff. My question is, do you have this worked out? Because there was quite an issue last time about where this was being drawn out of. Where was this going to? How was this doing? So are we? And the statement I think that was said at one time is we're still working this out too, at the state level. So what I'm asking is, are we at that point that we have a little better understanding?
I am glad you asked. I had an on-site review. It was almost all day long on April 17th. They came down here. Well, that's why I put on this form that they approved all of this prior. And they came down and met with Amber. They met with my volunteers, of course, county attorney, blah, blah. And she actually taught the regional program manager how to pre-tax our taxes. And they did not know that. They took that information back and they are training them, their people, how to do it because of Amber.
Good job.
And I'm telling you, there's 23 counties, right? And apparently a lot of us are doing the taxes wrong, because we took it off of our salaries and stuff, but she taught them how to pre-tax it and to take it out because it wasn't correct. And so now they went back with that information from our county. There's enough bad news about our county in the press. Something good, and I'm going to brag on that because something good needs to come out of this county. But yeah, now they're teaching others. So she got the funding together. She got the funding line streams together, and she passed with flying colors on the on-site review. So the state is very happy with the way she was doing it. And I even came down here and asked her about the internal controls and stuff. We got all that together. We turned that in. They're very happy with the internal controls on her end, on the clerk's end. So yes, I would say you go ahead. Is it ready? Is everything ready? Everything done? Okay.
Looks good on my end.
Okay. Yeah, which we needed.
Well,
I'll be
I think the
first to say
confusion
we needed it.
was causing a lot of animosity, and I think we were having some real tug and pull issues
Yes.
here. Not looking at the issue, but looking at the fiduciary side of it, and it was getting to be too much of a where are we standing, what are we doing, and.
So I think we're one now. I think we're all one and we're on the same page because her and I have been learning together, honestly.
Yes.
Haven't we?
Okay, thank you very much.
Aminosity?
Did I say animosity? Just nod your head. You know what I meant. She gave me coffee. I don't miss it.
Yep, blame it on that.
You're right.
No, I think this is good stuff, but this is definitely, I can tell you've done a lot of work when you first started approaching the things, and I'm
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
appreciative of that. It's nice to see an understanding develop, and it's on our benefit of that side too, you're helping us understand your role better.
So then I'll go back today and I'll start doing all the budgets, all the stipulations they gave me, turn it in, and then when they send the paperwork back, I'll bring it to you guys.
That's what we need.
Because you have to approve it. You have to sign it and approve it before I can get anything.
But on your credit card thing, now you're gonna run into a buzzsaw.
Yeah. Okay.
I understand what you need. I got that. There's some issues that I have, and I really appreciate your going local because we've had that discussion about. I'm not big on Amazon. Their presence isn't necessarily local. I know they pay sales taxes, but we don't, so that doesn't help anything. But so I appreciate you stating that. Do you know how much shipping will be on some of this?
Well, actually, on the last, if I do it on my account, we'll do it on the county's account, but my account, I have free shipping with Prime.
Okay, so then that falls back to I don't do Prime on, I don't like county buy-in
Right.
memberships and all that. I rarely have an issue if a person buys it on their own credit card and then come and brings for reimbursement here. That allows the county to decide whether or not we're comfortable with that purchase. It's always best to ask us, but if you buy it with your own card, we have the ability to say we're not paying that.
Right.
When you pay it with a credit card, and I've had this discussion with you before, the purchase has already been made. We're only paying for the credit card, and so we can't turn those back. So I never have an issue when somebody buys something with their own credit card. But I'm probably going to be on no on this because they're not blankets. I understand what you were trying to do.
Yeah.
But I'm very uncomfortable with a blanket because I don't know what shipping is. It may happen, it may not. If you buy it with your own, bring the reimbursement.
This place is full of love. You can tell the people that like to be with old people because they really take care of you good and are very kind.
Twice a day, every day, activities people have an organized activity that's always interesting.
Everybody loves to play bingo. We play it 3 times a week here. We also have ceramics that you can paint. Really pleasant to live here. It's a good place to be.
So you see the amount on here is almost $2,000.
That'd be rough for you,
Mm-hmm.
especially when you have to pay for the credit card and then wait for us to reimburse it.
So the state has given me a budget, of course, and I have to spend that money this month because the new one's coming out July 1st. If I don't spend that money, they take it away.
And you always have an argument with me.
Yeah, they take it away. So I'm trying to spend it right now so that they will, get it all reimbursed and done to the county. And that's clean slate by July 1st. And I don't want it taken away, especially when you do all these kits and things.
So you'll log into your Prime account and then pay it with the county credit card is
Yes.
how you would do that.
That's how I would do it. That way there's no shipping.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes, ma'am.
we've had a problem with the credit cards. I'm also have another issue. It's too easy for these cards to get hacked. We've had an issue. I don't like those issues. I don't like this county to be vulnerable.
I can go on our Amazon account through the county attorneys.
County attorneys get hacked too.
That's true. But if you feel uncomfortable with the credit card, I can go on the Amazon account. And that way, Amazon, you know how that goes.
Right. Mr. Chairman, I just have a problem with Amazon. And it's the way of the world, I understand that. I've always had a problem with the credit cards, as long as we have decided to use them, because I think they're unconstitutional.
I'll make a motion to approve the credit card approval for Voca's pre-authorization request.
Second.
Discussion.
Is the amount of it?
$1,704.86, with the understanding that we will not be shipping charges associated with it. Good discussion. All those in favor of the motion on the floor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed?
No, you understand.
Oh,
So I will echo some of Marty's concerns on the card. Just ensure you're watching that like a hawk. I mean, you catch things that are funky, you need to alert somebody as soon as possible.
and please understand, if one of the dollar stores calls me today and they say we can have an account, this will be taken care of. Because I can order all of this through them, locally. Okay, so I'm really pushing for that.
Our county appreciates you doing that.
By when you said?
She's meeting with her DM today, Kim Dyson,
Oh, okay.
from the Family Dollar.
And they would have everything you'd need?
Yeah, they have our tax ID,
Okay.
exemption, and then she said they can order.
Why don't you
This
just send an email to let everybody know what you found out?
I will add, we did have a voucher come across here. You did purchase something locally from a furniture store.
CLT.
Thank you.
I went there first and to order the file cabinets, but to be honest, they wanted 500.
How much?
And so they had one for clearance in the corner for 150, so I took that one. So, okay.
Yes. I didn't take
Oh,
some
no,
of it.
I'll keep it,
Okay.
because Colby will want it.
Okay.
When that does come in, he'll have it.
Okay. Well, thank you guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you, Steph.
And Mr. Chairman, thanks for what you do.
Oh, yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you very
We're
much.
good. Colby will keep this, so when it does come in, if it does go this way, he knows that we're good to go.
Yeah, just send us an email, let us know what route you go and
Okay. I think I'll just go talk to her. Leave
Okay.
here and talk to her. Okay.
thanks, Steph. Resolution 2026-20.
I have no problem with it.
So that's just, once you get your dates figured out, I'll go plug them in and print it off.
So, this is a resolution to change the Board of Commissioners regularly scheduled meeting date from August 18th, 2026 to August of 2026. Whereas County Board of Weston County Board of County Commissioners shall hold regular monthly meetings on the third Tuesday of each month at the Weston County Courthouse. And whereas the Board of County Commissioners desires to move the regularly scheduled Board of Commissioner meeting from Tuesday, August 18th, Thursday, August 22nd, potentially. But it's just a date that's kind of put in there as a gray area due to the 2026 election being held on the same day as the meeting. So, does it say at the courthouse on that meeting?
No,
The second meeting?
not the
That's
second
what
one.
I thought.
The first one has to be at
We technically could have it on Tuesday, but then she wouldn't, or whoever is in this role on that date wouldn't be available. Probably.
Mr. Chairman.
Yes, ma'am.
That's a busy election. I don't have a problem moving the meeting date. I'm not sure, when does the county board convene? When does the county board convene?
It has to be within 5
Or
days.
the other board?
Could we move it the day before even? Or now that could probably be whoever.
That's a very busy day.
Yeah.
That's a
So
horrible
they-
day for the clerk.
I would,
Even if it's following the next week. or
The next
something.
week would probably be the best.
The 27th? Or no, that'd be 25th.
22nd?
22nd.
Or 25th?
Tuesday.
Because the clerk's office is absolutely
It's
swamped.
swamped.
Yeah.
and there's just too much going on, and with that other board coming into, and now we will have the hand counting of a couple precincts, or whatever it is, races, I believe it is.
Right?
Which will probably run
It's
Couple
good.
days.
Right.
And that'll take 2 to 3 days for sure.
Absolutely. So I don't have any issue. I think I'm gone, and the next time you won't miss me.
Now, you push it back a week, it makes it much easier for the clerk's
Yeah.
office to actually accomplish
Oh, yeah.
what they have to.
Oh, yeah.
Because you've also got all the
What day is
certifications
the
after that
September
too.
meeting, the first. So we'd have one 7 days or 6 days after that. 7, which is fine. I'm okay with the 25th, if everybody else is. And gut feeling, do you think by the end of the next following week, everything would be hopefully?
I think so.
Sounds cool to me, sir. That's my official.
So, are we doing another quarterly meeting in Upton?
Sure.
Would that be a good one to do in Upton?
Sure. Why not?
Just thinking.
2 birds,
maybe
1 stone. That's a good idea.
It would work out, but you guys wouldn't have anything going on probably. Yeah.
Mr. Chairman, I move to reschedule our August 18, 2026 meeting to August 25th, 2026 in Upton.
Fine. That's Tuesday. Second. Sure. So should I, in the whereas part where it says shall hold regular monthly meetings on the 3rd Tuesday of each month at the Weston County Courthouse, that's something that this county has adopted to do, that second meeting.
Correct.
Should we strike the Weston County Board of County Commissioners shall hold regular monthly meetings on the third Tuesday, and then just strike the rest of it?
No. Okay, tell me one more time what you want to do.
Well,
Because the idea of a resolution is what you were doing, what you are doing, and then you resolve to do this something different.
so I'm just wondering if we strike, because it isn't, we didn't designate it, it's not designated to have to be at the courthouse. Should we just strike that part of this resolution, because, I mean, so that that's not in the verbiage of it at all, because it's not?
It's no. I agree with you.
Okay.
Actually, Mr. Chairman, you could put shall and make it will.
Okay.
Here we go.
Shall and
You shall make it will.
We shall will. Or we shall.
No, we're gonna do that.
Is that what you will do?
We will shall.
so.
Yeah, that works.
Or shall we will.
No.
What?
Precedent.
Strike.
You know, you're-
And Weston County Courthouse.
I love those firm possibilities of definite maybes.
Go to Tuesday.
Well, there's always that.
This one here.
And I, yep.
Tuesday the 25th. And then down
Yeah,
here.
Will
again,
Can and Mayor,
Tuesday the
on
25th.
legal terms.
I wonder why she hadn't.
Oh.
Oh, maybe because that's what she had done that time you guys moved it to Thursday.
We need to incorporate.
Awesome shirt.
Thanks.
So we probably don't need to incorporate in the resolution, the Upton, we're just holding that meeting at that date, okay?
And I did include the
Do you have to have a
primary.
license for each
Okay.
one of those?
Actually, you have to have a license to make the fabric.
You could fix that.
Then you have to have a
I
license
think
to
we
make
could
the shape.
probably
Wow.
winner.
But I thought you had to pay for each and every city.
Nope. No, that covers it in the fabric.
I let City Hall.
What a money maker.
I let City Hall know.
Oh,
Boy, that's one expensive shirt you got.
It is anyway.
Planning steps now.
Last time I was done, that's it.
University of Wyoming. Actually, it's the state of Wyoming. They won't agree.
And I think there's a pinless sandwich.
Who actually gets
Yeah.
the revenue?
We do get revenue.
Really, I think sometimes she
Very
goes
good revenue.
beyond and above
It's up to
and
10%.
beyond.
In everything.
Yeah.
Part of it goes to the University of
That's what
Wyoming.
makes it amazing.
We had a budget workshop. We got pizzas.
Oh,
I don't
really?
know how, just for us
And they're really lucky
on
to have
council.
us.
4 or 5 of you there.
Yeah, I don't know
Because
how
the Board
many
of
pizzas we
Trustees
got.
should
But
never
the table just
specify
filled.
that you cannot wear that fucking horse and
You never know what somebody's in.
That's just stressful.
Yeah, it
That's
was
ridiculous.
I just need.
I don't mind it not being on political advertisements or signs. But the majority, look at, the more,
I just wish we could take our blood pressure the day
it's not a day
we
goes
start the
by without
budget
one.
meetings and
And
then
then
the day
the
after.
picture that gets taken.
It's finally submitted.
And I,
My application last night.
that's me, that's being proud of the state.
Yeah.
And if your political campaign photo has one, that means you're a member of the tribe. You believe in the state of Wyoming. But to designate that you can't have one on purpose is ridiculous. That's our logo. That's not the University of Wyoming's logo.
Boy, this video is gonna be expensive for you guys.
I know it, that's what I'm saying.
You're talking about the Buckhorn?
Rant over. Yeah.
That frustrates me too.
That's just
a lot.
I think they'd lose in court. If somebody actually sued the state over that, I think they'd lose.
I think over that one caveat, I don't have an issue with the others.
Yeah, but
I have an issue with that caveat.
Unintended consequences are difficult.
Darn right.
I sold it to my.
And they put a little thing is, if you just had a regular photograph taken and you happen to be wearing it, it's okay.
Yeah, I heard that.
No.
Well, you've already paid once.
Yeah.
You paid when you bought the shirt.
Exactly.
Or I paid,
At
but
that
you paid.
point-
But you know what I mean. At some point, it's figured into the price of the shirt.
And like I said, if somebody actually sued the state, I think they'd lose.
The state.
Unintended consequences.
They
State.
just sue the University of Wyoming.
So, here's our
It's
new
not
resolution,
too big for them.
26-20. A resolution to change the Board of Commissioners' regular scheduled meeting date from August 18th to August 25th, 2026. Whereas the West County Board of County Commissioners will hold regular monthly meetings on the third Tuesday of each month. And whereas the Board of County Commissioners desires to move the regularly scheduled, yeah, that's true, but the next whereas fixes that one. Move the regularly scheduled Board of Commissioners meeting from Tuesday, August 18th to Tuesday, August 25th, due to the 26th primary election being held on the same day as that meeting. So I think we're pretty good shape. Anybody would like to see it?
She said there'll be German chocolate cake brownies just to spite you guys. No donuts.
You're not spiting me.
Right.
Kelly and I are on the same page.
I was disappointed. But
Me too. We're
almost there.
Are you moving that one to Upton?
Well, you gotta have the croissants there. Oh, man,
That one's going to Upton.
Yeah.
those are the
So I think
best.
we'll do a second motion maybe to move that meeting to then we'll pass the resolution and then we'll do another stuff.
Go ahead and complicate it.
Yeah, or actually, we could do that in one, couldn't we? Pass a resolution and say it's not. Yeah, go for it. Do it. Scratch my face now, I'm bleeding. Mess today.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes, ma'am.
try not to hurt. Resolution 2026-20. I move to pass it. That's out of order, but nonetheless. Realize resolution to change the Board of County Commissioners' regular scheduled meeting date from August 18th, 2026 to August 25th, 2026. And may that meeting be in Upton.
Second.
Motion properly seconded. Move the regularly scheduled meeting from August 18th, 2026 to August 25th, 2026. And that meeting to be held in Upton City Hall. Any discussion? All those in favor of the motion on the floor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? All right.
Mr. Chair,
Yes, sir.
did we have a motion on
I
the
thought we
floor
did, too.
prior to that one?
I thought we did.
Did we?
Oh, she was in there.
I think we had.
What was it for?
It was
The
part
same
of the
thing.
resolution.
I did
Oh,
say it prior.
I'm sorry.
But you scratched your face and I thought maybe there's some.
So the motion was for the original.
It was almost exactly what I said, but it's okay.
She was in it.
She wasn't in here to take it.
Okay. All right, we'll just consider it discussion. Thank you. Thank you for me. Check here.
Rather than keeping you bleeding.
In addition to the weekly printed version of the newsletter journal, we also promote our community and share important information on our award-winning website, newslj.com, and in our weekly email newsletter, Nuke Now. We also connect with readers through various social media platforms and invite you to check us out on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. You can even take a look at a recent meeting of the City Council, School Board, or County Commission on our YouTube channel. We do hope that you will go to newslj.com and subscribe today, and we look forward to making all of our great content available to you. But regardless of your level of support, we thank you from the bottom of our hearts for doing your part to preserve a free and independent local press.
Yeah. Sorry, Christy, we're a little behind.
No worries.
But we're ready for you.
So our community prevention grant work plan has been submitted, the total is like $212,000 and some change for the biennium. Once that work plan is approved through the Department of Health, then I will finish the actual grant application. That has to be submitted by June 30th, but that piece can't be done until the work plan and the budget is approved. So we'll just wait to hear back from WDH on that, and then once they have their approval, we'll submit the actual application for approval, which is just a final step. When I submit that application, I do have to have a certificate of authorization signed. Typically that is by the county clerk because we don't have a specific grant manager in our county, that's what's asked on the on the authorization. So I just brought a copy of that. It's in the application packet that we received. So
I mean, that's the whole application, but
yeah, it's maybe one of the last pages.
I didn't know.
It just looks like this. It just basically says that you certify that the information in the budgets are correct, that the work plan was completed through a collaborative effort with our coalition, that we comply with all federal regulations, policies, and guidelines. It will be conducted in accordance with funding source requirements, and that we have the county's governing body to sign the application. So I'll just give you it's actually an online application, so I just have to get the signature and then scan it and then upload it and all the fun stuff. I didn't remember if we had a copy of an MOU with Weston County School District number 7 or not. And I had one from the hospital, but I could not find one in my files from Weston County School District number 7. So I did update the one I have, and I just made one copy so I can leave that with you guys. And it just is the same thing we've done for the last 8 years now. It really just outlines responsibilities of the coalition, the responsibilities of District 7 as the fiscal agent, and then the responsibilities of the county. This is not a requirement of the grant. It's just kind of a formality that when we set up a fiscal agent under the county commissioners, that we had everything lined out because the money comes directly to the commissioners and not to the county, not to the fiscal agent. So that's why we did this MOU way back when we first started this process. So I wrote that too, and then that's just the interview. And I think that's it. So hopefully, barring any craziness from WDH, funding will become available July 1, and then we will continue services with no changes. So everything has pretty much stayed the same in the grant as far as the focus being underage drinking and youth marijuana, adult overconsumption of alcohol, opioids and other drugs, suicide prevention, and tobacco and nicotine. And also there's a tab in there for shared risk factors, which just addresses all things, basically community health and wellness, that we can tie to any of those other strategies. So none of that has changed. If you would like a copy of the application, I can send you a link. It is like 10 tabs on an Excel spreadsheet, so it's not one that can be printed easily. It actually can even be attached to an email I found out last night because it's too big. So I can definitely send you a link if you would like to access the Google Sheet. Just let me know when I can send that out. So, any questions?
What's the version of funds page on the back? That's only if you end up, that would be like, say, towards the end of the year, there's a certain amount you're not going.
Yeah, so, which I do not do. Like, I spent down to the penny because I refuse to give them any money back. And so there are counties that give money back, and then basically, yeah, they put it in a big pot, and then we can all apply for that money. But I'm not giving our money back, so we've never had to fill one of those out in 23 years that I've been doing this job. So I would like to give our money back. We don't get enough of us as it is, so. And I don't know what else is in what they send you, so if you have any questions on that, please just holler. Yeah, I don't get a copy of whatever the big document is they send you guys. So if you have questions on that, just holler. I'm happy to answer them again. So. We did just have the back to school. It's not the back to school safety bash anymore. It's the spring into summer safety bash with Weston County Health Services and Public Health on Saturday. And we had 50 plus families and 150 young people go through. So that was pretty cool. That's awesome. Yeah, it was a really great turnout. The weather was nice, and so that was cool. Also, just one other thing to highlight, we had the Upton Bobcat Adventures after school program did a really neat thing at the end of April where the kids made a meal and they invited their families, and every family had their own table. So the kids set the table and learned etiquette, and they made little conversation cards to have things they could talk about as a family at the table. They served it family style, so they actually passed food around, and that was something that unfortunately a lot of the kids did not have experience with. And so we gave Operation Parent Handbooks out, we played bingo. They played bingo just as a family game. We gave some prizes out. and they had 45 people and 16 families that were there. So we're pretty excited about that, and that's just something we're going to try to continue, just because that seems to be a lost art these days.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a pretty upstream prevention piece for us, but we've figured out that that's where we need to be. So those are just a couple of things, I guess, that things that we've kind of had going the last couple of months. So oh yeah, and we had, thank you, Erin. Yes, my mind is mush after finishing that plan last night. We had a partnership and sustainability workshop last Tuesday, right? And so Erin was there, Susan, Nick, Public Health, Jordan was there from WIC, and then Kendra Colton was there representing Wraparound, and the Church on the Hill, and Undefeated Youth Group. And we spent 4 hours on Tuesday afternoon with a prevention leader that we brought in, who really just kind of helped us have some really great conversations about what we are missing at the table and what we need to do to further our efforts and bring more people to the table. So I don't know if you guys want to add anything, you're welcome to it. But
no, it was excellent. It was, I think we had some really great conversations and some great ideas. So.
Yeah, a lot of stuff we brought home. The ideas, by the way, a commissioner attending was on the list. We would love to have at least one commissioner come to the partnership meetings, just to connect different leadership sectors throughout Weston County. We're working on the Newcastle area too.
Yep. It was good to have her coordinate the ideas and the random thoughts and actually put them in a direction and give us some energy and some direction.
And the next partner meeting is July 16th from 8 to 10 in Upton at the town hall, right?
Yep. What time?
8 to 10.
Yeah,
They've been it's really fun. The conversations that have come out of there have really connected a lot of dots, or like I leave there and it's like, oh, well now you need to talk to them because they're doing that already. And so I think we've done a lot of that at the...
Do you know how to send calendar invites?
Mm-hmm.
Did you send one to everybody? And
yes.
So it's on our radar a day or two before, and then...
We can do that. Let me make a note so I remember.
And I think one of the things that is really, two things that have kind of come out of that is that's how we got Kendra to the table. We've been trying for probably 4 years to get someone from the religious community to come to the table, and just because there's turnover and all different kinds of things, that makes it kind of a challenge. And so that came out of one of those meetings. The other thing is that partnership between public health and Weston County Health Services and then the coalition to put the safety badge together kind of came out of one of those meetings, because public health was doing something and the hospital was doing something, and we were like, let's just do it all together. So those are just a couple of things I think that from our community's perspective, and I think that was one of the things that for me came out of Tuesday was how can we have a lot of different people in our communities who are doing really great things, and they all tie to keeping our community healthy from a mental well-being and a physical well-being perspective, even if it's from maybe a different area, and how we can all kind of come together and work together under one kind of umbrella, and not have to duplicate efforts and kind of help each other out. So I think that was probably one of the biggest things that came out of that meeting.
So on the Weston County or the school district deal, that is something that's currently in place because we are reimbursing for that. So this is just
it's just a finality,
like
a formality kind of thing.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's nothing different than what we've done before.
I don't. Marty will love this. She reads all the print to the very bottom.
Yeah. And I don't know. I mean, that was just one that I I pulled up that meeting
No paper.
so.
But, no, I think,
I did let Gemini check it to make
Right.
sure my verbiage was on.
no, it's fine. I think probably the last
teasing me.
time it
He's
was
teasing me.
maybe signed with maybe Monica
Marty.
was the,
It was, the last one
Chairwoman.
was signed,
Yeah.
and Marty was the chair, because that's what I looked at. I was like, oh, this is
Chairwoman.
yeah, a couple of years ago,
No,
so.
Nathan is the chairwoman.
Is that, does it? I changed that.
No.
Okay, I'll edit that.
I'll just scratch,
Change that.
I'll just scratch the
Yeah.
woman part of the state chair.
Apparently I didn't save the right
But
one. Or
I don't know
pick the
why
right
people
one.
don't just put chair and then there's not ever a,
Right.
Yeah.
Just get in touch with your feminine side.
I had a household of it, so I'm pretty used to it.
You,
Like you're lacking in that.
Garrett too.
Yeah.
Cool.
And it's only gonna get crazier at your house for the next few years.
Yeah. Yeah.
After the meeting, I'll recommend a company to you.
Yeah, Amber, if there's anything, just holler on any of that.
other
I don't
ones?
know, like what they have included in there. It's all Attorney General language to
Right.
make sure, but I mean, nothing as far as I know has been changed.
Yeah, and I read back through the emails and she just said if there's anything that you guys want changed in there, I'll let them know. And then, or Caitlin is her name,
Yeah.
and then she'll let the AG know for the approval. And then it comes back for signatures here.
And I didn't see any, I did go through it.
You didn't see anything as of.
No, I saw your percentages. I saw where you have to record your percentages. I mean, that's part of the grant.
Yeah.
And
I think when it came down to it, I was 1% under on underage drinking and marijuana funds and 1% over on, I think it was nicotine and tobacco. So otherwise we were right in the ranges. So.
When life gets tough, you don't have to face it alone. Call 988 for confidential, free support 24/7.
Sure.
Yes, sir.
Also, another thing, Christy and I a few weeks ago went to Casper to attend a 3-day conference on all sorts of community prevention efforts. We took sessions on recognizing veteran resources for veterans in need for suicide prevention, the issue of child sex trafficking throughout Wyoming, which was jarring to me, the statistics and how a circuit comes straight through Newcastle, sex trafficking ring, known one. So, I mean, hearing from the organizations that are kind of making an effort to work with law enforcement to deal with that, it was a powerful conference to go to. So, learned a lot of stuff.
That was a social determinants of health conference put together by Wyoming 211.
so maybe we need more dinners.
That's in the drug-free communities grant. We've got some community events and some family dinner kind of things.
Isn't it a sad commentary that we have to teach each other how to be a community again?
Yeah.
Well, as I left last Tuesday, the world needs more front porch, or the country song about yes, was playing, and I was like, that's the conversation we just had. There isn't that front porch. Everybody sits out on the front porch and is a community.
Everybody's inside on their device.
Technology's killing it.
If we get it solved, we'll all be millionaires. So, I mean, I'm open to ideas. As long as we share the pot.
A little socialistic, isn't it? Can you do motions for your signature, sir?
Well, so I was wondering, there's two different things, got the grant and then the school district deal, but if that's what the pleasure of the board is, yeah.
Is the school district motion part of the grant like the other one was?
They're kind of running as the fiduciary side of things, so kind of makes sense that it would be to me.
They both tied the same funds.
Right, so I mean, if we ask for your signature on one, it's many.
Yeah.
Move to approve the chairman's signature on the prevention management MOU.
Second.
Or is it a grant?
It's a grant.
Change the MOU to grant.
The MOU is the aspect of the school side of what they're doing within the grant. So I think you can say MOU and grant in the both.
So done.
Motion properly seconded on the floor for the chairman's signature on the grant agreement between Wyoming Department of Health, Public Health Division and Weston County and the MOU with the Weston County School District number 7. Any discussion? Thank you guys. I know I should attend some of that stuff and it seems like I never make it, but I appreciate everything you do.
We have a pretty good group, core group. Now we're working on expanding that core group. So
Those reminders, if I get a reminder, that would be go a long ways to.
yeah,
If I've got some free time to stop in here or Newcastle if somebody can.
we can definitely do that.
All those in favor of the motion on the floor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Christie, and all on the walls.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Yes.
I want a copy of them.
Yes, absolutely. I have to scan them to send them to them anyway,
Okay.
so I will send them out like they,
Thank you.
at least at this point, they used to make us send a hard copy. If they do, I'll let you know.
Okay.
I think now it's all.
Okay. Thank you, Kristen.
I guess if you mail it,
Yeah, who knows when they're gonna get it?
6 months from now it will arrive.
It'll end up in New York. If you
Well, everything, my mail's all been going through North
Newcastle,
Dakota.
Delaware is where everything of mine has ended up here in the last 2 months.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.
I'm like, that's on the wrong coast, it's in the wrong time zone. I got 6 packages end up in Newcastle, Delaware. That is not helpful.
I didn't even understand the correlation.
Okay, we are at a maintenance applicant. If he's here, Mr. Hugh. Is there a copy of his or just the one he sent us? Come on in.
Oh,
Sit down.
Hi, how's everybody?
Good, how are you?
Empty seat here, that work?
Yep, that's good.
Unless Aaron wants you to sit on it.
Yeah.
Unless what?
Aaron wants you to sit on it.
Well, I'd rather trade with one of you guys today. But, it's probably not in the cards, so I'll just stay here.
Darren, you know everybody in the room, I assume?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
I appreciate you putting in for this. I know you're the only applicant we have at this juncture, and I guess if there's anything you are unaware of the position, it'd be a great time for you to ask us those questions, and maybe a few questions of back to you. I do want to add one caveat. I think it's fair, did it say the pay in that advertising?
No.
It's probably something you need to be aware of. I think we were paying in the 34,000 range to the current, to the past maintenance guy. So, which you don't have to, that doesn't need to die right there unless you're completely uninterested if that's where it ends up. But I think I would open the floor to anybody that might have questions for you, or if you have questions for us about the job and the duties.
Sure. I guess my only question was, I guess I never really, and I suppose I should have asked that, from the get-go, just to see how that equates to a monthly breakdown, such for me, just to see if that's, feasible amount, I guess.
And we can, when we decide to send an offer letter, if we do, I think that can be incorporated in that offer letter so you have a better understanding of what that would look like. So, pretty easily, right?
I guess it just have to be a breakdown of, where I currently am, being at Road Bridge, and then see the differential there, and see how it all looks on paper, I suppose, would be good.
Yeah. The duties are, they're fairly self-explanatory, I think. I saw Steve out here earlier. It would have been nice to have him in here just for a little bit, but sometimes you're up pretty early in the morning taking care of the sidewalks and the steps, that kind of stuff, keeping snow off and ice melt where needed, where it needs to be. That's one of those things too, where it's that juncture of the seasons of the year. You're kind of managing your hour workload based off of those needs, and so there's some freedom too in that job of, if you're putting in your hours and you're done by Thursday and it looks like Friday, you've got everything tackled and taken care of. I don't know that anybody, because it is a salaried job, is going to look at you with a funny eye. Unless there was something glaring that hadn't been completed. I think you're probably very qualified just knowing your experience with working with different things. I assume HVAC might be a little bit of a learning curve, but that's nothing that Steve or whoever we had in the past could probably assist you in the little quirks that you might have to, where all the filters are and where all, the library has some interesting stuff in the basement that, for that HVAC system, that it's been updated some, but I think there's still some things down there that are a little different than your average furnace and air conditioning unit. But
sure. And I do have a little experience with that, water treatment, a little bit of experience with boilers. I don't know what kind of heat system the courthouse has or, any of that, but, so it's not foreign to me. It's just not something I put down because it's more like, well, yes, I've done it, but I'm not going to put it out there that, some people expect that you're, like an expert or something like that. But, so,
yeah, no, I think it's great that you're interested, and I appreciate you putting in an ad. Yeah, for sure.
And I think one of the things that to make you maybe feel better is we don't expect you to fix those things. We don't expect you to be a plumber and electrician, and you're just kind of our eyes on everything, and the person that's going to coordinate those repairs. So we don't expect you to be a professional on all those things.
Okay, great.
There's a dynamic that is an interesting one concerning this courthouse, and so there's a lot of chiefs.
Sorry,
a lot of chiefs.
Gotcha. Understood. Okay.
And so what happens is sometimes that falls into an issue, and so we always like to warn people that's we try to develop a policy, but we'd rather have you work it out to understand. Your supervisors will be this board, but there will be. We like to have a position that kind of coordinates what needs to be done. That also can be you, but we like to put it out there that this is an environment that is different than some environments. You're working for a board, and you have a lot of input being put.
Sure. Okay.
So just to give you a heads up, that's an issue that some people have to take into account. Sometimes it's good for you to walk around and find out the dynamics of this building. She's an old girl. She has some interesting ghosts.
Okay.
But the library doesn't. Nobody's in the library. Just to put that out for you, not to be a surprise that you're getting bombarded from.
Sure.
We will try to minimize that as much as we can.
And I think going into it, I think I kind of understood it. You know, I've been Road Bridge for it'll be 9 years this year, so I have had some workings with previous, the maintenance position managers or people before me. So, that's perfectly reasonable. Yeah, I totally understand that. So, like I said, just I've had a little bit of input from that, and just how things work and sort of things, with the voting and, working, help with the voting setup and things like that with the clerk. Just general things you hear in talking to people, so great. Okay.
Yeah, I think it's a pretty good position, really. I mean, as far as you'll have a lot of freedoms to be your own kind of guy out there, and you, like Vera said, when there's things you don't know how to repair or even if it's snow removal, you pick up the phone and you call somebody that's got a bigger piece of equipment to remove snow, but it's just, you just need to be aware of having that responsibility, that you need to take those plans and follow them, and I don't know what else.
I know Steve, when Steve worked here full time, especially if it snowed or in the summertime, he'd come super early, 4 or 5 o'clock, and start things. So he was done by, early afternoon, and so I don't think we care what hours you work as long as the work gets done.
Certainly. Yes, and I in fact, I was visiting him just a little bit ago about that very thing, and he said the nice thing, we get snow removed before it gets all packed down, turns to ice, and that's a huge benefit. So I can certainly see the benefit to doing that, and try to work around the normal traffic pattern, if you will, or whatever. So okay.
And I'll go back to the fact that this is a dynamic building. So the issue of like salt being thrown and those type of things, this is an old building with old rock. And, there's some thoughts to think about. Perhaps this isn't as modern or can tolerate some of those things. So that's all part of the learning process of this creature.
Sure.
I mean, you have others that are okay with it, the public health, some of those. But to think about some of those issues that we just can't, it's easy to throw the salt, but it's pretty hard on this whole girl. So,
well, and it's just
thoughts like that.
Yep, I understand that completely. And even over at Road Bridge, it's kind of a last resort to shoveling and things like that. Just enough to keep people from slipping if it's absolutely necessary. So I completely understand that. And I agree with it. Not to mention the mess it makes and the tracking and things, which might be a secondary thing, but it's still a thing. So gotcha.
Just some thoughtful things that go into that. So we appreciate that.
Great.
Got any other questions from Darren?
We appreciate you coming by.
I appreciate it. Thank you for your time, sir, on Road and Bridge too. I think that's wonderful that you put in your time there.
Appreciate that. Thank you.
And we'll have a chance to visit about it and try to put in an offer letter potentially, and we'll go from there, I guess.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You betcha.
Thank you for your time.
All right.
Enjoy the rest of your day.
All right. Thank you. Yeah.